Hello and happy Friday. Today, the SEO tip that I'm bringing to you guys is updating old content instead of creating new content on the website and the advantages of that. Obviously, if you've heard a lot of our tips in the past, content and creating good quality content is by far the most important thing you can do for SEO. Before, a long time ago, the SEO industry would just pump out new content, new content, new content, and it would work. Nowadays, creating content also works, but it's not about quantity. It's really about the quality of the content. So putting out new content that really shines and makes your EAT score high is very, very important. With that being said, just creating new content is not the mix that you want. You want to do a combination of, yes, creating some new content, but probably a bigger portion of it is really looking at the existing content that you have and what can you update using old content that used to rank well. It's not ranking well anymore, and working on that. There's a lot of advantages on doing that. Number one, because a lot of the content that used to rank well over time, it is going to rank worse. It's not going to stay on that, in those top positions for long for several reasons. Number one, it's old content. Number two, there's going to be other content out there that's being created that's probably better than yours. Um, so looking at things that ranked well but not ranked as well right now and using that as a foundation for rewriting it, a lot of times you're going to be able to create something that is going to be great. You're going to be using already something that's created as the foundation, so the process of creating that is going to be much quicker, or it should be, right? Because part of it is already there and the structure of it is already there. If you've seen our webinars on microstrategies, we would recommend then at that point doing a SERP analysis, looking at who else is out there, understanding why these other pages for that specific topic are ranking, on the top of page Google, and then rewriting yours with that in mind. So the tip really here today is rewriting is important, but how do you find the right pages to rewrite? So here we're looking at Google Search Console, and I'm going to show you how we look for pages on client sites that have the potential, if rewritten, to rank highly quickly. And so what are we looking for? We're looking for pages that used to rank well 6 months, 12 months ago, and now 12 months later are not ranking as well, meaning that they've lost some traffic over the past 6 to 12 months. Why do we like those pages? Because if they lost some traffic, they lost a little bit of love from Google, but Google did like that page. So if we reinvent it, Google can then reindex it much quicker than indexing a completely brand new piece of content, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Overview. You're going to click on Full Report. And then up here where it says last 3 months, what I do is I like to compare. And here you have some different options, but I like to do 3 months over 3 months. Compare last 3 months year over year. So I'm going to compare the last 3 months compared to the same 3 months in the previous year, right? First of all, it gives you the metrics for the entire website. So we are almost 100% growth in terms of impressions, which is amazing, right? But what do we want to do here? I want to click on pages, and it gives you a list of all of the pages. And then I want to click on impression difference. And I want to click on it again because I want to look at the negatives. And the negatives means which pages had the biggest loss of impressions. For example, SEO training course right here. Over the past 3 months, we had 20,000, but the year before we had 48,000. So we lost about 27,000. So what I do now is these are listed in the order of the biggest losses to, the lowest. And then I start going down this list and I look for pages that for me as the business owner are going to be very interesting, important keywords, important converting pages. And then with that, I can say, okay, this is a page that I really want to start, optimizing. So for example, if I keep going here, here you go. This is a good one, right? This one here is a blog post. And the title of the blog post is, what is search engine optimization SEO? Look, we had previous year 9,000 impressions for that. And this year, only 1,000. What happened? Well, Google doesn't like that piece as much. So what we can do is we can actually get this, see where it's at, see who else is ranking for the similar keywords, and turn this page into a much better page about this content. Google's going to see that. Google's going to re-index it. And if you do this writing correctly, and again, you can look at one of our webinars on microstrategies. If you could follow the steps on how to create a microstrategy for the recreation of this page and this content, you will definitely see rankings and impressions for this page to go up again. So rewriting old content, good for you. It's easier to get content out. You can leverage pages that were already ranked, which usually rank faster. And this trick that I showed you by navigating Google Search Console is a good way to find pages that have good potential. All right. I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. Thank you. Have a great weekend.